in the squared circle in the Pacific Northwest. Probably one of the most hated men ever to wrestle here. But you look at his record, give the devil his due. And the man is sensational as far as coming out. And that scream is becoming very indicative of the young Frenchman coming to the ring. Other people get lots of cheers, lots of noise, but very few screams like Rick Martel gets.
The next event of the evening will be 2 out of 3 falls or to a TV time limit for the Northwest Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger in this corner at 250 pounds from Los Angeles, or Las Vegas, Playboy Buddy Rose.
And flowers from a lovely for Rick Martel.
His opponent and the champion in this corner at 243 pounds from France, Rick Martel.
A lovely lady came up to ringside, giving a bouquet of flowers to Rick Martel. We haven't seen that in a while. And Rose now trying to get the flowers, and does. Rips them apart. This one's going to start. And Sandy Barr went over there and threw the belt down in disgust. Threw the belt down and said, ring the D bell. Buddy Rose. And he does not start off as sensationally in the ring as he did outside the ring. Rose back in the ring. And the crowd yelling. I'll tell you, this rivalry has to be one of the noisiest I've ever seen. Martel defending his heavyweight championship. Sandy Barr says, go in and get him. I'll tell you, Barr is utterly disgusted. He will now get back into doing his job, that of refereeing. It was the sidelight. I don't think many people noticed. But when Rose pulled that crap that he did to start this thing off, Barr went over and literally just threw the belt down on the mat, saying, really, this is just, it's getting a little much for him even to take. Some of the antics of Playboy Buddy Rose. Side headlock now by the young Frenchman, Rick Martel. Oh, great hip throw. Rose tried to throw him off into the corner. He just climbed up the ropes. All the way up to the top turnbuckle. Turned over in the air. Side headlock by the bewigged and masked man known as Playboy Buddy Rose. Martel. Martel, the headlock on Rose. Winding down. These guys are among those involved at Salem last Thursday in a boxing glove match, which Rose pulled another one of his antics to finish. Uh-oh. Rolled up, sunset flip, and he's able to kick out of it. Flying tackle puts Martell down again. Now he takes Rose into the rope. Rolls him up. Count of one is all it can get. Side headlock, hip throw, and are they working in there? Almost a pin with a headlock. They are really going at each other. They had the gloves on last Thursday. They're going to take those gloves off next week. Go at it in a tag team match down there in the Capitol. With anything goes. I guess that'd be called, usually called a street fight when two guys do it. This would be called a gang fight when you get them, four of them in there. Side headlock, Martell on Rose. Sandy Barr watching the action. Not a capacity crowd on hand, a good crowd, and I'll tell you, a Ricky Martell crowd, and one that understands wrestling. Some of the people across the way there, but this time, as this tape is played back, are seeing themselves. We invite you to do the same thing. Come on out, see if you get on camera. Side headlock. Martell, who makes that hold a very formidable hold. Young man with that much strength, upper body strength particularly, much in the nature the same way that Snuka made those holds work so well. Flipping out of it, a roundhouse right. Oh, what a move! Rick Martell, a flying head scissors, went straight back, arched straight back. Oh, what acrobatics he threw into that one. And just sent Rose sailing. I'll tell you, not only do we have some of the wildest wrestling that we've ever had, some of the wildest characters and some of the most talented at the same time are on the wrestling world right now. But when these guys get together in the ring, like you're seeing right now, you see some sensational grappling. Rose continues to put her leg on the ropes and not allowing it. Sandy Barr, and I'm not going to let you off. That is, technically, you're supposed to be outside the ring, and that's why you discontinue the wrestling. Oh! Rose trying to reverse it. Got up in the air and then was taken down. He's about 3 feet off the ground and driven down into the mat. I'll tell you, it is a challenge to me. For those of you who are not sighted, I try to describe these things, and some of the things Martell does simply defy description. And I'm terribly sorry about that. But if I had it, I'll do the best I can. Again, trying to get the headlock reversed. Rose seems to know. Once again, as it was reversed, Martell stood up and dropped them both to the mat as he tightened down on his hold. He's got the headlock on Rose. First fall action. There have been no falls. Just 2 out of 3 to a TV time limit. And we got into it with quite a bit of time left in the show. Shouldn't have any problem with the time on it. They're going to go at each other. And we tried, like everything, to give them plenty of time to work on it. Rick Martell defending his heavyweight championship. The Sheepherders in a still another controversial match, won back the tag team titles last week. Rose says the Army needs to have all the titles. have the tag team. He wants to get that heavyweight championship back. Martel is not going to give it to him easily. Into the ropes, thrown off, flying tackle. Down goes Rose. Oh, he went for the drop kick. Oh, he is thrown. He was catapulted into the top turnbuckle. Rose. Now. Uh-oh. Suplex drop. Rick Martel went up the ropes, wanted to come off with a hip throw. And he missed it. Rose got him back with a suplex drop. Rose coming up from behind him. Small in the back, right where he landed. That's where he hits him with a double club blow. Now the whip, hard into the corner. The whip, coming out, shoulder throw. Martel up high in the air, down hard again. Body press, 1, 2, and no. Martel will not be put away. Small to the back by Rose. Puts him into the ropes. And then a knee lift to the small of the back. Forearm smash. Been working on that back. Buddy Rose takes Martel for the whip. Now going outside the ring up on the top rope. What's he going to do with him from here? Oh, he rides him down with the knee. The knee right between the shoulder blades and rode him down into the mat. From all the way up that top rope. Martel taking his punishment now. And you know that he wants to give him all he can in this first fall. Inside out, Billy Robinson backbreaker, and the first fall nearly for sure. 1, 2, and 3. Rose takes it. He got some punishment on him, but when he could put him away, he did. And did so with the inside-out Billy Robinson backbreaker. Hope you have a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil handy, as once again we're going to run down the towns for you and what's happening, and there's a lot of stuff happening all over the Pacific Northwest, so you, as you look at this week's, we'll be going ahead into next week's a little bit too, and give you the rundown on Woody rings the bell. And we're ready to get action underway. And remember now, Martel has to win this one. Whoever loses that first fall always comes back in. A little bit of a disadvantage. They have to win it. Rose is right back at work, kicking the small of the back. And a forearm. Now the double club blow. Forearm again. Stomp, another stomp, 3rd, 4, 5. 5 stomps, small of the back of Martel. And now laying him across the top turnbuckle in the corner. Martel laid back down. And catching kicks to the small of the back. And caught down to the cement floor. He caromed off the edge of the apron. He came down. He glanced off the edge of that apron. It's not so bad landing on the apron. Not as bad as concrete. When you come off the edge of it, now ran backwards into that steel ring post. Rose outside the ring, gets back in. Martel Walking around outside. Over the bottom rope, back in the ring. Rose coming up after him. The whip into the ropes and ties him up. No! He went for the abdominal stretch, but Martel puts it on him, the grapevine. Rose refusing to give up. This definitely a submission hold. Rose gets a hold of the hair, pulls Martel over the hip. Martel sprung a little surprise on him there, but unable to follow it up. Foot stop again. Small of the back by Rose. Rose with that mask with the wig sewn into it. Turns over the champion. 1, 2, and a flail kicked out of it. Rose already raising his hands in victory. He was flail kicked out of it about 2 8/10 seconds. Watch out, the suplex drop. No, he can't get him up. He cannot get Martel up. Martel gets him up. A complete flip on it. Picked him up, turned him over, dropped him at a suplex drop. And now Rose will try it. Can't get Martel off. Martel. Now Rose again. Suplex. And now Rose will be hurting as well as Martel. That's small in the back, 2 suplex drops in a row. And that's got to take something out of you. Rose coming after him is framed. A right hand brought from left field by Martel as he bounced off the ropes. Rose wants to buy some time. Martel won't give it to him. Martel lifted him up, did not reverse him as he whipped him in, and he went in head first up over the top turnbuckle. Martel going to work again on Rose. He started strong, but Rose is able to get him. Body slam. And the weight, Rose's weight, hurt Martel's back. Reverse. Rose gets the whip, and he's caught in the sleeper. Watch out now. That's the sleeper. Martel trying to put him away. Bounces off the ropes. Does not get caught. In that corner. Rose trying to find the ropes. Now seems to be losing consciousness. That's the sleeper. That's the one that Piper says Martel has taught him. They'll have it as a team weapon. Once, twice the arm goes down, 3 times. Yes! This match is all even at a fall apiece.
In exactly 5 minutes, with the sleeper hold, the second fall, Rick Martel.
Well, we've got it all evened up. 1 fall apiece. Martel defending his championship. Rose going out of it now. Sandy Barr is asking Martel to take Rose out of it. Usually the man who applies the sleeper is the only one that knows the proper way to take it out. It has to do with anatomy and exactly what you did to put him to sleep. And Martel doesn't want to do it. Now Sandy Barr might know how to take people out of some sleepers, but you can never be sure if you know how to take a man out of a particular sleeper hold. Sandy Barr is getting to the point of rather insisting that he take Rose out of the sleeper. And Martel backs off again. He doesn't want to do it. He's telling him, look, the man wouldn't do it for me. He can lay there and be unconscious the rest of the night. Sandy Barr and the rules of wrestling do call for a man putting on the sleeper to take it off. working it up, loosening up that area that he's put to sleep. And now a slap. He's out of it, but he's hurting. He's no longer asleep, but he might wish he were. Well, I don't think I need to tell you not to go away, because I doubt very much if there's any of you out there who are going to. So I won't bother. I'll just say stay tuned as we hear about another great buy out there in Southeast Portland from Tom Peterson. And now seems to be doing something with that top turnbuckle over there. Not sure what he did. Incidentally, we are out of break, so we will have it now right to the end of the show. And a great many people over there are pointing at the top turnbuckle. Rose is trying to cover it. I'm not sure if he hid something in it or what. Now Sandy Barr has noticed it, and and apparently I think the string is either gone or the pad part, what little padding there is over there, I think it's just been loosened. Sandy Barr trying to get it tied off. First ball, an inside out. Billy Robinson backbreaker won it for Rose. The sleeper won the second ball for the freshman. Backside, Rose is down. 1, 2, and he rolls out of it. Just in time. Martell doing the punishing. Now it's reversed. No, he goes up and misses. He went up on the second turnbuckle, came flying back for his famous flying body press, but missed it. Rose ducked underneath it. His time is running low. To the back of the head. Rose makes Martell into the corner. Left hands him with a judo chop. He threw a punch. It was blocked by Martell. Martell returns his own. And it happens again. Rose and roundhouse lefts blocked. Now they're trading blow in the corner, trading blows. And that one landed right on the schnoz. Got Rose in the end of the nose. Oh, elbow drop by Martell, misses. Watch out, stomp right to the abdomen. Buddy Rose coming off. Right for a flying body press. Martell got his knees up and he landed on Martell's knees. Hold it up like an accordion on that one. Roundhouse rights to the midsection and a left now on Rose by Martell. Martell with the whip. Rose coming out and caught in the sleeper. He's got him in the middle of the ring. Martell has Rose in the middle of the ring with the sleeper applied. He's working on him. Watch out, the sheep herders. The sheep herders. One of them creamed Barr. The other one hit the flagpole over the head. Piper! Roddy Piper. Here comes Savage. They use that on him, and one of the fans trying to get in it. And no matter what happens, you stay in a ring. That's what you paid your money for. Hey, first they hit him across the head with it, and it poked him with the end of it. Martel retrieves. He wins it on a disqualification. But, of course, that isn't what he wanted. Rose now at Martel from behind. Rose after him. Piper with a chair. And, Luke Williams got caught in the ring. Williams got caught. Miller and Rose are moving around the ring. We'll hold it here. And we urge you again when you come out. We know you can get riled up. But more than what, spectators have been hurt. And it is their own problem. They get mixed up in the match. Martel wins it. It's a DQ. Rose was in the sleeper. Rose was caught in the sleeper. There wasn't any doubt about it. We're going to move over into our interview area and see if somebody can get down. Savage is going to have a word.
I heard him just a few minutes ago spouting their big mouths off on TV saying that they want 3 challengers. I heard them say they want 3 challengers. I heard Rick Martel here say, Piper, you got to hold your temper. Well, I'll tell you what, let's give my temper to Buddy Rose, and let's you, and why don't you join us, and we'll go get the 3 of them. All right. Frank, we'll be here in a second. I want every one of these people to know. I got a busted leg, 6 weeks of agony, a cast, and on crutches to pay Rose back for. He's got a neck. He's got the belt. We won't worry about Rick. Piper, next Saturday, Frank. Don't worry about no special. Don't worry about no special time. We want him right here, next Saturday, right here. Right here.
Okay. You heard it said, next Saturday. The challenge was put out by the Army. Therefore, they really don't have any choice. They have to meet that match. They threw out the challenge, and of course, that's one of the rules. When you throw out the challenge, somebody answers that challenge, you have to follow through. So we will have a 6-man tag match here. Dutch just explaining that they threw out the challenge. They have no way of getting out of it.
This is going to stop right as of tonight. Now, next week, all right, I'm just fresh back off of crutches. Okay, I'm a little bit over the hill, but let me tell you something, Rose. You'll never conceive some of the things that I can do. Never in your wildest days. I've gone through hell and high water for 14 years, right here. And I'll be darned if I'll let some pencil-neck, pot-bellied fag jerk ruin my chance of busting your leg. Next Saturday night, we're going to see it. A broken leg on Buddy Rose.
Okay, that's Savage. Whew. Well, I'll tell you, it happens all over. We've got a couple minutes here yet to go. And we will just explain to you again that when someone throws out the challenge, as the Sheepherders and Buddy Rose did, they said any 3 will whip any 3. And, of course, one thing they didn't know was that Savage is back in action.
I
Rose
get a lot
again.
of satisfaction. We got Martel in the throne. The Army lives on. I didn't win the belt. You guys, hey, even if you hadn't to come out, you didn't have to come out. I'd have won the belt. I had it. We sorry about it. You had it. Listen, I'll let it go this time. But next Saturday, we can cripple them all 3 now. Bring the flag. We want everybody to put their hand over their heart and salute the flag. You know, Frank, Every army has to have a flag to march by. And now, this army, Rose's army, Buddy Rose is Cripplers, the champions of the Pacific Northwest. We now have a flag to lead us through the ring and to lead us to victory. It's the New Zealand flag, the most powerful flag in the world. The flag that you're going to see in Russia at the Olympic Games, waving there every time somebody's up there getting a gold medal.
The colonel, the leader of the People's Army, I bring you the enlisted men, Ricky and Rowdy Roddy.
Thank you, Frank. You know, it feels good to be here. Right now, I have to admit that the situation in the ring is becoming very, very hard because at any point in there, you're risking your career. Those guys are not out there just to win. They're out there to ruin your career, you know, to put you out of wrestling. So you can't afford mistakes. So therefore, Roddy and I have been doing a whole lot of training, I can tell you that. And we're going to be ready for them no matter what kind of match or where or when. We'll be ready for the Army. Not right, Roddy?
Training a whole lot. First of all, it sure is nice to see a whole bunch of folks out there like that. I want you to know that. One thing for sure, brother, and a whole lot of training, you know, back in the dressing room, we can hear on the walls, we hear, they got Butch Williams or Luke Williams and Butch Miller running up against the wall, running their heads against the wall, running, trying to prove how tough they are, what good wrestlers they are, talk about not knowing nothing about wrestling. These guys don't even suspect nothing about wrestling. They're running in here, one guy, they're not running, they're not training, they're just running, babbling their mouth in the ring. One guy, he's got a big pot on him like this, but it looks like the man has given birth to 12 baby kangaroos, and his other idiot partner, Luke Williams, he's the one that should be running doing spots. He comes out here with them skinny little nasty skinny legs. So skinny, his legs are so skinny you gotta tie knots in his legs just to make these, and these guys here are coming out here and pretending that they're the tag team champions. Well, we did a little talking last week. We did a little talking and said, once and for all, we ain't gonna be playing no more. We ain't gonna play all their silly little games no more. We're gonna get our butts down to the gymnasium, brother. That's what we're gonna do. And if you don't think so, brother, we have been in the gymnasium, and we said it once, you can sit there in the dressing room laughing and joking, brother, but in a few minutes we're going to be in there just smoking and poking. Roddy said it all, brother.
Roddy Piper, Rick Martel. Buddy Rose leading his army under the New Zealand flag, and that is not officially sanctioned by anybody in New Zealand as far as we can find out. It's simply that the Kiwis have taken to fighting under that flag, doing their wrestling under that flag, and of course the flag itself has been controversial. Been used a couple of times in the ring illegally. Watch out, things might get underway. And an American flag is propped up across the way. An American flag being displayed in the stands. And now coming into the ring. Well, I don't think I have to say anything. And a dozen roses given to Martel and Piper at ringside. And people getting up around ringside, which is something they should never do.
Introducing in this corner the team, the Army, Buddy Rose, Butch Miller, and Luke Williams. Their opponent in this corner are Roddy Piper, Rick Martel, and Dutch Savage.
Three on three. Me, oh me. Oh, Rose's thorns and all rubbed into the face of Buddy Rose. Savage caught him looking the other way. The Playboy, Buddy Rose, General of the Army consisting of Butch Miller up in the ring, Luke Williams holding the New Zealand flag at ringside. And somebody bringing the Stars and Stripes in. Exhibiting same in the Peanut Gallery across the way. Piper immediately went out, got it, brought it in a ring, and brought this crowd to even a higher fever pitch than they were. Now the flag has been placed in the ring post of the Army, and a lot of the fans are yelling, "Get the flag out of there." Martel defends his title Tuesday against Butch Miller, and then against an unknown opponent Thursday in Salem. They'll have a tournament there. But right now, Martel not thinking anything about championships. Right now, Martel, Roddy Piper, and the Dutchman starting off for his team, just looking for revenge. They want some of the Army. Once again, a flag being paraded. And once again, first time Savage got Miller and Williams. This time he melded Williams and then went over and laid one on Buddy Rose. The Army. And they're accusing Savage of something Savage didn't even bother to deny it. Uh-oh! Little double teaming. Piper gets a shot in on Williams. And here comes Ricky Martel. Ricky and Roddy. Probably the two greatest things to hit the Northwest as far as the fans are concerned since Jimmy Snuka, maybe since Lonnie Mean. That kind of popularity they have already built up. It's a shot to the ribs, it looked like. Martel back, body slam. He's in against crazy Butch Miller. Piper and Savage watching carefully as Rose came in to interfere. Piper in, unloading, left, right, left. And a crack to both ears. And all three of them down on the canvas. He just rolled, pivoted around, and got all three of them. Now working on Miller in his corner, in a neutral corner. He gave him that karate thumb that you could see plainly. And nobody, Rose doesn't want to take the tag. Miller's over there to tag out. And Williams is saying, no, man, I started. You're part of this team. Rose apparently saying, I'm the general. He said, I want you in there, Williams. Rose refused to go in the ring. Now he's telling Miller apparently what his plan is. Piper out. Savage in. And now Rose says, with Savage in there, I'll take the tag. I'll take the old fella with the bad leg. And immediately going for that leg. And immediately missing. He went for the seat drop and missed it. A lock up again in the middle. Savage catches a kick to the midsection. And then a couple to the back of that left leg. It was that ankle that was hurt. They're working on the ankle and knee. Rose particularly. The tag, Williams coming in, goes to work on the left leg of Savage. Rose back in and back to working on Savage's left leg. Williams in, apparently no tag, and a shot which might be registered as a low blow had Sandy Barr seen it. Here comes Martel, Ricky the Rocket. Flying mare, knee drop. 1, 2, and Williams saves him at the count of 2. It is quite sure thing that Miller would have been pinned there. Miller catches Martel with a mistake. Rick had his head down, did not have his eyes up. It looked like karate to the throat. Now Miller in. Williams has Sandy Barr's attention. Miller got a shot in on Martel. And a kick right to the solar plexus on Martel. Williams taking Martel. Martel blocks the turnbuckle treatment and gives it to Miller. Miller over for the tag. Williams back in again. And again, Martel gives the turnbuckle treatment. Judo chop. Thrown on Williams by Piper from outside the ring. Now in on the tag. A stop to the head by Savage. Savage taking Williams a whip. And even the veterans make mistakes. He didn't keep the eye up. Williams caught him with a kick. Now they are triple teaming him, literally. 3 men working on him in the corner. Now Piper in. And Rose and Miller put Savage into the steel ring post. crashed his shoulder into the ring post. They're counting on him. Martel trying to explain what has happened. Savage is down. He is not going to beat the count. He has 20. First fall will go to the Army. Savage unable to get back into the ring. Martel and Piper and now a lot of the fans are yelling to Sandy Barr what has happened. But again, it's an instance to where this is wild. It's an instance of where the referee did not see it. He can't call it. Rose with the flag, and naturally the flag pole. You better just keep it here a minute. And while they were watching Rose on the flag, Williams got another shot in on Savage. Savage finally is up holding that left shoulder, heading for the dressing room. Well, the first fall goes to the Army. Well, we're going to hold it here just a minute. The flag flew off of the flag stand, and Williams and now Miller are incensed. Rose messing around with the flag, and it hit the dirt. Rose is saying, here, you take it, and now dropped it again. The Kiwis are wild. We're going to give you a rundown again of where wrestling is after, well, when things quiet down here a little bit. But Williams just went nearly wild as Rose swung the flagpole as if it were a bat, and the flag flew off. And then Miller got up there, and they were a little bit hot with Rose. Just a little bit upset. Well, things are kind of quieting down. We'll try to get everything squared away here and give you a rundown on where action is coming up in the next week or so. And they're...
And not only that, Tuesday night, Butch Miller gets his chance to become the Pacific Coast Heavyweight Champion. Now, Miller, I should have got the chance. I'm number 1 in line, you're number 2 in line. But that's fine. Everybody gets a fair share, so I'll bow down and let you have a chance. Now, I'm the general, I'm the boss, and that's the way it'll be. You get a chance Tuesday night. Then, in Salem, they're having a tournament to decide who will wrestle the winner of Tuesday night, right? Whether it be Martel or Miller, the winner of that tournament on Thursday gets another title shot, right? And then a battle royal. The Army will be in that battle royal in Eugene. Isn't that right?
Did you see what I told you, Frank? Hasn't the New Zealand flag fought us, fought the Army, fought us all? Good luck, giving us new blood, new venom, new strength, new power. The flag won us the title matches again. The tag team belts are now Luke and mine. Tonight the flag is going to win it for the Army. And Tuesday night, the flag is going to win the single title for me, Martel.
We're going to have to wait and see. Quite frankly, we've not heard anything about whether Savage coming out of the dressing room. That's what we were going to say, whether he'll be able to return to action. A flag again brought in, and as you see, being placed in that 4-inch pipe with a 2-inch flange. It's steel. And then the rings on the inside of it to hold the ropes. It was Williams who tagged Savage, so they are the two that start. Now Rose is in. Rose immediately wanted to get in when Williams got Savage hurting again. That seems to be the way Rose is wrestling tonight. That's Savage. Now the left arm, that was the one that they crashed into the ring post. And he got a thumb up in the eye, but not enough to break away. He got Rose out of there. Williams now in on him. Working on the left arm. Savage rakes at the face. Trying to get away. Now Williams trying to block. Miller taken out. Savage tagged both men. Actually, Piper's the one that stays in and is being sent out. Sandy Barr didn't see the tag. Williams got a tag on Miller, so Miller's in with Savage. Whipping and a right cross by Savage. Rose in with a foot stomp. Williams in for the Army. Savage got in one shot, but not able to get enough going. He is put down with a flying tackle, but Williams is out of position. Cracked his head against Savage's. Both men semi-conscious. Savage looking around to see where his corner is. Williams wants out. And there's the tag to Piper. Miller comes in. Thought he was going to get over there in time to block the tag. Turnbuckle treatment. Rose comes in. He gets the turnbuckle treatment across the way. Now Martel in. They whip. Miller and Rose collide and smash their heads. Now Williams in. He's taking it from Piper. Piper catches him with the sleeper. Martel has caught Piper the sleeper. Martel holds on to Rose. Savage keeps Miller against the ropes as Williams goes down to the mat into the sleeper. Martel keeping Rose away. In fact, he's got the sleeper on Rose. Williams is put out by Piper, and Rose is put out by Martel. Rose and Williams are both victims of sleeper holds. Now let's wait and see a good shot of them on the mat.
39 seconds to win the second fall.
Sandy Barr. Rose moving around a little bit, or is that just a spasm? No, he lies back down again. And Sandy Barr wants Martel and Piper to take their victims out of the sleeper to bring them back to consciousness. The flag, the American flag, draped over Buddy Rose. And now they're going to fold it up properly, which we are glad to see. Because quite frankly, not very good flag courtesy. Rose is coming around a little bit. Williams is still flat out. Savage, speaking for his group, sometimes called the People's Army. Now the New Zealand flag laying across the prostrate form of Williams. We'll see what happens. They're trying to bring him back. He caught the sleeper of Roddy Piper, taught to him by Rick Martel. And they're seeing if they can get out of it. See if Rose can wake him up. You have to do, make some adjustments there. Well, while they're working on him, we'll see what happens. Right now, this message from Tom Peterson. Brought out of the sleeper. Doing the honor was Rick Martel. Williams just comes out of that trance, that sleep, and waiting for him, Roddy Piper. Miller in to save it. The whip and the sleeper again. Piper has the sleeper on Williams. Miller in, knocks him off it. Really crushed him at the base of the head. The tag by Williams to Rose. Rose in. Left hand to the side of the head. That one blocked, and a quick left jab by Piper, and another one, and those are quite some jabs. And a quick right cross, all three of them put Rose down. Rose still wearing that mask, and he's working at taking it off. He's working at taking off the mask, which also bring the wig off. Remember that. That wig sewn in. Savage and Martel working on Williams. Not letting Miller get in with the flag. Miller crashed Piper over the head with the flag stick and then rolled Piper on top of him. Sandy Barr did not see it, counted three, and says the match is over. But the Army has won. There's gonna be some controversy about this. Just now is Savage finding out what happened. Rose is saying, I backed him into a corner, and it hit him in the turnbuckle, got it in the small of the back as it put him away. Well, we got a lot wild stuff going on.
Sandy Moore! Don't you let them get away like that!
Well, wildness is going on.
The shortstop one come and hit me on my noggin with the flag that you let stay in the boat go off that night.
That's Piper finding out what happened.
Sandy Moore! There's a whole bunch of people that turned out here in Portland to watch a fair and square six-man tag, and I don't exactly call that fair and square. I'll tell you another thing, Sandy Moore. You're supposed to be the official referee. Well, then why don't you just Just a minute.
All right, now we got a break coming up, but we're going to hold it here.
Mr. Barr, you call the matches and see it. They want a rematch with the Sheepherders, but just wait 1 minute.
Savage heading. We'll try to get the commercial in when we can. All right, we're going to wait and see what happens. All right, that's Savage is coming, went to the dress. He's got his miner's glove on. A coal miner's glove match. We've got the Army up here for an interview.
What's that, Frank? Don't take the cameras off. Rose, you got nothing to do with this. Mr. Sheepherder number 1 and Mr. Sheepherder 2, listen to me. I'm going to insist. Now, young Owens is here. He's already told me to have any match I wanted to for Tuesday night. Rick, your championship match, I'm sorry to say, is out. You're not ready. The main event for Tuesday is canceled. You know what the main event's going to be? Rose, you're going to bring those two guys to this arena Tuesday night, and you're going to put them in this ring. And Rowdy Piper and Rick Martel are going to stand here to face them. And I'm going to bring this club. You understand me? I'm going to bring a coal miners club.
A tag team coal miners match.
Now, I don't give a hoot if Helens erupts, if there's ash all over Portland. I'm going to throw this up in the middle of the ring. I'm personally going to referee the match between the four of them. And I swear, you see this? You see this? Well, I'm getting sick and tired of people like you, the Iranians, the people in South America bragging about the U.S. flag. We're going to do this for Old Glory, the glove, and those two idiots. Right there.
It's been made. We'll find out what the Army thinks about it.
Owens has already got the contract. If you fail to bring him Tuesday night, kiss off, baby. You can go back to New Zealand. They're going to be here.
What the hell's a coal miners match? Matches. What's a coal miners match?
You guys, listen to this. First of all, it's a glove. It's lined with steel. And the object, he is, all that happens, if you get the glove, you can put it on and you can hit the man with it. Now, we didn't hit nobody with the flag. We did not use the flag. Oh, he had the sleeper on me, and I backed him into the corner, boom, like that. And he hit his head against the post or something. Down he went, and he couldn't get up.
I wouldn't use the flag like that, buddy. I respect the New Zealand flag.
So now, they're crying that we use the flag. We win with wrestling. We win with wrestling. So, now, Tuesday night, they're taking the title match away from him, and Martel, and they're putting in a coal miners tag team match.
It's going to be my title, Frank. I was going to be the single main event. I was going to be the Northwest Pacific champion. Why have they done this? Why have they taken it away from me? And don't look like that.
You've got to worry about something else. It's lined with steel. He tosses it up. You fight for it. The first one to get it can use it on the man and hit him all you want till he can't wrestle anymore.
Yeah, but what happens if they get
better
it?
than a flag.
What happens if one of them get out of the club before we do?
It's a valid question.
Hey, you don't have to be smart in this. You don't have to
Can
be
we
smart.
get the glove?
We
Can
gotta
I
get the
guarantee that
talking
we get
going.
the
He
glove?
gets the glove first. Come out for information. I'll give you information. Savage is refereeing. He says he's keeping me out. That's fine. I don't have to interfere. You just have to win this one. You just have to beat him, and then.
I think this is their last match. If we get the glove, we could have the Northwest to ourselves.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Piper Martel, Tuesday night, you're getting in the ring against the two animals here. The glove is on the line. First one to get the glove gets to use it. Savage referee, right? We won tonight.
Uh-oh. It's Martel with the glove.
We're going to use this. This will be the object that we're going to use for them. And we got to get them. And we're going to run. You guys, run out of town with this glove right here, man. No, Frank, I don't want a coal miners glove match. I want a title match. I don't want to be in there with that hot tank of steel. I don't want it. I want my title match, Frank. He deserves a title match, Frank. He deserves a title match. We want a single title match.
You people, you tried. You came down here to back Piper and Martel up tonight. It's not going to work Tuesday night either, because my men will remain the champions of the
Whether they're
Northwest.
out of time or not, again, we are. That's the Army, and that's our show for tonight. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Is for us. And he does in this case. It looks like the main event is going to go right now. Giving us a goodly part of the show, getting it underway. And, of course, we will have a standby bout. As we told you last Tuesday, Savage and these two fellows won a glove match, or rather, Piper and Martel won a glove match. Savage referee. More on that in a minute.
Will be the best 2 out of 3 falls, or 1 hour time limit for the Northwest Team Championship. Introducing in this corner the defending title holders from New Zealand, the New Zealand Sheepherders, Butch Miller and Luke Williams. Their opponents in this corner, the challengers, the team of Ricky Martel and Roddy Piper.
I'll tell you, as I mentioned
Listen,
before,
Rose, I've been gone for about 3 weeks, and there's been too darn much going on here. You get out of the ring and get to the dressing room.
Don Owen returning after surgery, coming down hard on Bunny Rose. He wants to talk to his team. Martel and Piper beat the Sheepherders in a glove match, coal miners glove match, refereed by Dutch Savage last Tuesday. The agreement was if they lost, they'd put up their titles tonight. And so they have. We're going to see it in action. Rose has been ordered back to the dressing room by none other than Don Owen, and he is the spokesman. As the promoter, he is the spokesman for the commission. What he says quite naturally goes. And now, this is the excitement in the air that I was talking about. Martel and Piper, fan favorites, not seen the like of since maybe Lonnie Main. And it's a squealing crowd, the young people particularly. Don Owen telling me tonight no one as long as he can remember. Now, this is not a scientific test, as they say in that wine commercial you see, but just in memory's time, no one has received more mail than Roddy Piper. Regularly gets hundreds of letters. Arm drag slams on Luke Williams. Williams bails out. Martel is in, the French Rocket. Ricky Martel. Williams. Being counted on. Back in the ring. Ties up with Martel. They lock up. And side headlock by Martel on Luke Williams. Side tackle puts Williams down hard. Looks around. Martel's there waiting for him. A break looked to be clean. Williams got a shot in. Hip throw. Williams on Martel, but Martel kicks him off, comes back with an arm drag slam. And a wing lock. Piper in to take the hold. Piper says what? Oh, a tag? Yeah. A page out of the book for the Sheepherders as they change partners. Without the tag, but the referee didn't see it. Armbar. Turned over by Piper. He took a couple of shots, and now another one from Williams. And another. Kick to the stomach. Oh, he's over where he can tag. Williams didn't realize it. Martel is in. Rick Martel. Miller got up on the second rope. Piper started shaking and he almost fell to the concrete floor. Martel working a wing lock on Williams. Well, once again, it isn't always your biggest crowds that are the most vociferous. Now, Williams looking for a tag, and Miller is down at the other end, the other corner. Piper comes in, helps Martel pull Williams all the way over to the opposite corner. Going at it, the middle of the ring. Whoa! The flyer. Rick Miller, Rick Martel, the French flyer, showed some of those in-the-air moves. Miller is chased out. Piper is in. Sandy Barr questioning, and he is now calling him off. He's saying, I didn't see a tag, you have to get out. Martel in, working on the left shoulder and left arm of Luke Williams. Now they tag, and it's legal. Oh! Elbow smash to the left arm. Turns it over. Uh-oh. He pump handled at one time. I think he wanted to get a series of them in. And he pump handled it once, and Williams went down. Once again, Williams over there. Miller knocked. Miller down at the timer's corner, yelling at the crowd. Martel got a shot in on the left arm of Williams. Well, the referee's attention was diverted. They're working on the left arm. The New Zealand Cripplers plus their general Buddy Rose making up the Army. And that is the anatomy, the part of the anatomy they like to work on. They've injured many a wrestler working on that left arm. First fall action, championship match. The Sheepherders defending their tag team titles. Martel vaulting over the top rope, coming down on the hammerlock. Now Piper coming in. Flying foot stop. They tag again. Martel over the top. Down hard, and Williams is being worked on royally. The tag, Williams never saw it. He's put in an arm bar, flipped over. Over the top comes Martel. The French Flyer spending a lot of time in the air tonight. Off the ropes, flying foot stop by Piper. Miller in is blocked. And Martel is in. They're working on the left shoulder of Luke Williams, Piper and Martel in first fall action. Into the ropes. Oh, he tried to throw Piper off, and all it did was tighten down on the hold. He got the wing lock and really applying the pressure. Once again, Williams trying to throw him off the hold, unable to do so. Piper bringing him over from the top turnbuckle. Flying elbow smash by Martel on Williams. Piper changing on the fly without benefit of a tag. Sandy Barr figures, well, they were close enough to tag. I guess they did. Now going to work on that bandage left knee. Just noticed Piper has a bandage underneath the pad on the left knee. Piper has a bandage left knee. He hurt it in Salem last Thursday. And he looked to be better, and I did not notice the bandage. Piper's in trouble with his left leg. The knee is bandaged, and Miller is now in. Finally, Williams out, Miller in. A seat drop to the inside of the knee. A foot stop, and another foot stop. All the time, that knee's laying on the bottom rope. And a half crab. He's got him in a half crab, and this is going to be nearly impossible. Miller has it, and Piper has to give it up. Miller didn't want to let go. Martel comes in and convinces him to. Well, winners of the first fall.
The winners of the first fall, the Sheep Herders.
First fall main event goes to the Sheep Herders. Well, they've got one step up on defending their championships. We'll see what happens. Right now, though, Country John Denton talking about his friends and your friends. The Army and their General Playboy Buddy Rose.
Don Owens said, the Sheep Herders and Rose take this interview. And I said, that's just fine. And I said to Don Owens, you know what? It's about time to brag a little bit. The champions of the Northwest, Butch Miller and Luke Williams. I, Playboy Buddy Rose, made them champions. I, Playboy Buddy Rose, brought them into this area and made a name of them and made them #1 along with myself, and we have gone undefeated as an Army. The biggest thing of all, we've crippled wrestlers. Miller's crippled them. I've crippled them. And let me tell you something. I've taught them everything I know.
Hey, wait a minute there. Before we come into this territory, we were champions in Hawaii. Remember that?
Yes.
We knew what we were doing then, Buddy Rose.
It's one of the toughest territories right now, and you guys are still doing good in the American dollar, the green American dollar. What have you been doing with that? On the board, brother. You're on the board.
I gotta give it to you. The bank manager, since we teamed up with you, Playboy, the bank manager has us on the same level as the accountants, the executives, the doctors. Oh, the top professional men, and we're on the ladder with them since we come under your guidance, Playboy.
Together, alone. When we barbecue together, we barbecue more money worth of steaks in 1 week than people make in a 40-hour week.
Yeah.
We eat good, we live good, they drink good. I don't drink, I don't smoke, and and the women, and you found out what the American women were like, didn't you?
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, Buddy Rose! You've given us some of the overflow!
You don't have to be facetious, Miller, but I'll tell you what. Piper Martel, you're wrestling the best in the West, and you've seen the rest, so now what are you going to do? You got the single belt, Martel, and I want my championship back. That's the only thing not holding us together. We want the championship single, and then we will have all the belts.
And then we bring back the wheelbarrow again and fill it up with the championship belts. Piper Martel, after we're finished with you tonight, you better get on the first jet out of Portland, because you're gonna be ashamed to even walk out of the arena. We're gonna make mincemeat out of you.
You know, Piper and Martel were in a car accident last Wednesday. Well, that's fine. They're driving along, the ash flies up, and they smash into another car. You know what? Should we tell them who threw the ash up in the car?
No, don't tell him.
So Piper gets an owie on his knee, gets an owie on his nose. Martel gets hurt a little bit in the... What, he hurt his leg or something?
Yeah, but did you notice Piper hurt his leg, and that's the leg we got the submission from, buddy.
We can tell everybody, we can tell the world. Stay on the leg, break the leg, cripple him. We're going to the top and staying there.
Right, break the leg.
That's the Army. Now, I've got a very, very special notice. I got to have your attention here for a minute. Now, just wait. Don't go to the refrigerator yet. You can save a lot of money at there. Give a shot for his heavyweight title to Rose or one of the Sheep Herders. Rose, you just heard challenging him. That's been going on all week. Everywhere they wrestled, he wants a shot at the title, and now he's been insisting that he'd like to get one a week from tonight. Incidentally, to remind you, we have not had, we had the Big Tuesday special here this past week. Hadn't had one for a while. We want to remind you or let you know when the next one is so you can put it on your calendar. June 10th will be the next Big Tuesday card here. We'll have a lot more on that next week. And now Piper has to start. The rules of wrestling are You have to start for your team if you're the one in the ring on the last fall. Piper was, and with that bad left knee, and you heard Miller bragging about how they went to it. Now Miller keeping Piper from getting over to tag, and Williams gets in. Piper stops short. You hear the crowd. He's got him in a toe hold. But inside toe hold and working it hard. Sandy Barr there, ready to take a submission from Piper. Outside toe hold now. Williams dragging Piper over near his corner. Now goes to the inside toe hold. Working on the left arm, left leg. Excuse me, I'm getting excited, as I'm sure many of you are. Inside toe hold. Grabbing the rope, getting extra leverage as Sandy Barr was getting Miller out of there. Martel in, he will be taken out. Piper trying to get over for the tag. Does he make it? No, inches apart. Inches apart. Martel and Piper just missed the tag. We'll remind you, we got the big one on here, and if it should end ahead of the 1 hour time limit, we do have a standby bout. Piper unloading, rocking back and forth, and finally kicking Miller off. Can he get over for the tag? He dives and he got it. Katie, bar the door. Here comes the French flyer, Rick Martel. A whip that really stunned Williams. He came bouncing out of that corner like a rubber ball. Taken into the ropes. Whip. Shoulder throw. Miller coming in. Martel sees him. Unloads a right hand, another and another. Now, he's got them together. He bounces their head together. Piper wanted to get at her, but Piper's having trouble moving around. Turnbuckle treatment for Williams. Martel, armbar, turns it over. Step over on it. And sitting out on the armbar. Martel working on the left arm of Luke Williams. And we can report so far that the general Playboy Buddy Rose is not been allowed to be back down on the floor. Don Owen back from surgery. We're very happy to see him, incidentally, and find out that he is getting better, feeling better each day. He said he'd been gone. He'd heard a lot about Rose, what he'd gotten away with, and ordered Rose into the dressing room. Piper is out of there and is able to keep Williams from the tag on Miller. Working the wing lock. Rick Martel on Luke Williams. the tag. And Miller comes in. Piper stays in. And he's trying to carry his part of his team's load, but that left leg, that knee, is not doing any too well, and it's not going to get any better. With Miller working on him the way he is. Now the tag, Piper flailing away. He's tagged, though. Martel comes in and starts flailing. Okay, a whip into the ropes. And the flying Frenchman nails him with a drop kick, and another. Williams in. He gets nailed. And again. Williams covered with a body press, count of 2. And Williams whipped into a judo chop up over the top rope and out. There you see it. Good camera work. Thank you, guys. Good crew out here every Saturday night. Piper takes Williams and crashes the left shoulder of Williams into that ring post. Luke Williams and the New Zealanders are taking the kind of punishment they usually deal out. Miller now coming around. Williams trying to buy a little time. Miller talking to him. And he's helped into the ring. Martel waiting for him. Armbar turns it over. Flying tackle. Martel goes down. He goes down again and catches him. He caught him with that flying hammerlock. And he has to give it up. He submits to it. And Martel continues to punish. Finally, referee Sandy Barr gets him off, but we're all even at a fall apiece. And it is time once again to look at the towns where wrestling action's coming up.
In 7 minutes.
So stay with us here.
And 34
We're going to show you
seconds.
the wrestling action coming up.
Rick Martel and Roddy Piper.
Okay, we will get our cameras all squared away. Time to bring you once again the schedule. The challengers have evened it up. Roddy Piper and the French player Ricky Martel.
Well, you know, earlier, Frank, I heard the Army make plans. Well, I've got news for them. We have plans too, brother. And our plans are to stay here as long as we can, to hold every titles in the Northwest area, and because, you know, look at support. That's what you call support out there. When you're out there wrestling, giving everything you have, and people behind you all the way. Look, I'm going to show you, Frank, what support is all about here. I mean, look at that. People show they care here. People show they care, so that's why we're going to show we care. Look at this. Tonight, we came in, they gave us a cake. Look at, you can see Buddy Rose, Black Roots here. And, I mean, people care. And my man Roddy here, he knows that in every town, Eugene, every time we go Salem, they give us tremendous support. And
Supercard Eugene Friday night. You're going to try to be there, knee and all, I suppose.
Let me tell you something. I remember here last week we had a 6-man tag against Buddy Rose, and just before they beat me, I managed to get Buddy Rose's wig off for half a second, and did you see that ugly puss? Yes. He's so ugly, Buddy Rose is so ugly now, every time he goes to the matches, his wife comes with him just so she don't have to kiss him goodbye, and that's pretty ugly. Let me tell you something else.
I got something else important to say here, and it concerns you, Rick Martel. You know, I have a fight coming up here in Salem, and they had a championship tournament match, and the winner of the tournament gets to wrestle the Pacific heavyweight champion, and that happens to be you see now. So all of a sudden we got a problem here, you see, but like I'm a fighter, and so like I'm come here to tell you face to face, I ain't gonna sneak behind your back in no kind of way, brother. In Salem, I'm supposed to fight you for the belt. So I'm gonna give it the best shot I can, because that's the only kind of way I know, and good luck to you, and I hope I win, but good luck to you. And as for the Sheepherders, meanwhile, we're going to be a team right now. We're going to take them like the Grasshoppers took Kansas.
Ricky Martel, Roddy Piper. Incidentally, that will be at the auditorium in Salem next Thursday. We'll be right back. Right now, Tom Peterson's you. Excitement in the air. Lonnie Main used to say it. You could feel it here tonight. Third fall action. The Sheepherders against Martel and Roddy Piper. Williams still holding his left shoulder some. Williams holding the left shoulder. Williams has to start this fall, remember, the same way Piper had to start the second fall. Count of 20, being told he's going to have to be in there or lose the fall and the match and the championship. He gets in at the count of 18, and guess what Martel does? Goes right back to the left arm. Arm bar, turning it over, turns it over again. A muscular young Frenchman. The Scotsman comes in, a man of much mystery. Watch out. Oh, elbow smash right to the point of the chin from Miller outside the ring. Miller taking Martel into the other corner. Unloads the right hand. Martel. Shot to the midsection again and again. He's getting worked on. Over to the corner where he catches the knee. Now they're going to double team. Miller holding. Williams hitting, they say, with a thumb. Williams choking on Martel. Piper in, trying to haul him off. Sandy Barr trying to restore order. Now Miller's in on Martel. Roundhouse right hand on Martel. Miller back out again. Piper over trying to help. Martel in trouble. Williams holding on. Watch out. Miller's behind and pulls Martel halfway out of the ring. Turnbuckle treatment again. He blocks it. Martel blocks and gives the turnbuckle treatment to Williams, but Williams falls in his own corner, able to tag Miller. Crazy Butch Miller is in. The whip. And a kick by Martel. Piper yelling at Martel, get over for the tag. And he does. A diving tag, and bad leg or not, Piper's in there. Lefts and rights faster than I can count them. Then a whip into Miller. And Williams outside the ring. Martel going out after him. Piper working on Miller in the ring. And he sends Miller out of the ring. Now he's going out after Miller. Everybody's outside the ring. It's a fall apiece. If Piper and Martel don't get back in the ring, it'll be a draw. Now they get Williams in. Piper gets in. They got Miller in trouble down on that floor. He shouldn't be able to help. There's the sleeper. There's the sleeper. Piper learned it from Martel. There it is. Buddy Rose. Buddy Rose is out of the dressing room. And he jumped. He has a large pole in his hand. He jumped to hit Piper, but he hit Williams. Piper and Martel win it. And not on a DQ. Piper was able to pin Williams. Buddy Rose coming out to help Miss Piper and hit Williams. And just now, Miller's finding out what happened. I'm sure that Williams doesn't know. Oh! He decked him. Miller decked him, and now Rose is hitting Williams again. Rose hit Williams. The crowd is telling, and now he does it. Miller can see him. Watch out now. Miller is like a bull. Rose has that pole taken away from him. Miller throws it out, and Rose is getting punished by Miller. Miller unloading. This is the wildest thing I've ever seen in a ring. There's blood flowing over there from Williams. Miller's working on Rose. Now throws him out and goes out after him. Miller takes him into the first row of seats. Buddy Rose just caught Hades, and can we get a shot of Williams? He is a mess over in that corner. Williams attacked. I believe that's the old flagpole that they use. And look at that. That is what Buddy Rose did to Williams. And Rose is up now with a chair. Coming around. And missed. Miller saw him coming. And the crowd urging Miller on, and there goes Rose heading for the dressing room. Miller after him. And Williams is still unconscious over there. He got hit 6 or 7 times with the butt end of that flagpole. After last week's incident, there were no flags allowed out here. And a bloodied Williams, Luke Williams, has to be carried. And I don't know if they're going to bring him up here. If they do, let's just stick with it.
40 seconds on that ball.
They come up.
Martel and Piper.
They're putting him up here. We'll try to let him get his breath. We'll be back after this timeout. I think we're going to hear from Tom Peterson.
Where can you buy a 25-inch color cotton?
We've got the New Zealanders up here to talk to us. Butch Miller.
Rose! Rose! That's it, brother! That's it! Rose! We've had enough, and we can take from you. We've had it up to there. Now look what you've done. Look at Luke. Look at my brother. Look at my kid. Look what you've done to him, Rose. Look at that! See that, Rose? That's Luke's blood, Rose. That's the blood of a New Zealander, Rose. That's his blood, and that's my blood. Rose, ever since we came into the Northwest, people have been telling us to watch out for your double-crossing tactics. First of all, Apache Bull Weymouth, we heard you double-crossed him, and we took no notice. We heard you double-crossed Ventura, and again we took no notice. But this time, Rose, this time it's us. This time we're going to take some notice. This time, we're going to finish you from the Northwest. You hear me? Rose, I've had fan mail coming in telling me, why do you put up with Buddy Rose? First of all, when Luke Williams was conned into a hair match with you, it was you that threw the chair and that beat Luke and got his hair shaved. And then, when you conned me into my hair match, and this is the result, when you did that, Rose, it was you that hit me and made me lose my hair. Well, Rose, no more saving you. No more pulling opponents off you. From now on, Rose, it's either you or me. One of us is gonna get it. And Playboy, I've slept in hotel rooms with you. I've traveled thousands of miles in cars with you. I've traveled many miles across the United States in a plane with you. And nobody, Rose, nobody knows your weaknesses better than Luke and I. And wherever, whenever, either Luke or myself get you in that ring, we're not going to try to pin you. We're not going to try to beat you. We're going to bloody well cripple you. Hear that?
Butch Miller and Luke Williams. We'll be right back. We're going to take a timeout to try to get some help for Luke here into the dressing room. It's quite frankly going to be anticlimactic to what has happened here tonight. Buddy Rose, and you know, it has a little pattern to it there, as Miller told the story.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be one fall or to a TV time limit. Introducing in this corner, 240 pounds from Russia, Igor Volkov. His opponent in this corner, 230 pounds from San Mateo, Mike Hennessy.
Miller mentioning some of the matches that Buddy Rose caused them to lose. A situation like that happened this Thursday down at Salem. They were having a match to see who got to meet Martel for the champion at a tournament. And the last match to get the challenger was between Piper and Miller. And some interference from Rose cost Miller that match, which sets up quite an interesting bout, incidentally. Piper against Martel for the title down in Salem. Igor Volkov caught in the side headlock by young Mike Hennessy. Hennessy goes to the other headlock to a hammerlock, then has it reversed on him. Hammerlock down on the mat. I'll tell you, what surprised me about that thing was Rose, after he'd done it to Williams, costing the match. Miller didn't see it. He might have gotten away with saying the crowd is just trying to get him in trouble. But he kind of lost his cool, too. Or maybe he's had something in mind all along. Maybe he didn't like them or were using them. At any rate, he went to work on Williams, and Miller turned and saw him do it. Well, by then, school's out. The Army, one of the solidest, most together groups I've seen, just blowing up right in front of us tonight.
5 minutes remaining.
Oh, I tell you, Rose is always after people like he wants a championship match with Martel. He wants to cripple Piper. People are after him, but I don't think he's ever seen it when there are going to be more people after him than right now. You know what those sheep herders can do. And they want him. The splitting of the Army, the general. I guess he's been relieved of his command, you could say. Side headlock, Hennessy, popping Volkov. Now stay with us here. We got, following this bout, we've got one commercial message for you, but one I think you'll find interesting. A little wild punch thrown by Volkov after having a side headlock grind down put on him. Hennessy brings him out of the corner, flying there. He want Mike. There's the cry from the crowd. Volkov working on Hennessy. Now, it would be my belief that Piper and Martel would get the championship belts unless the referee decision was, and we heard the timer say something at one point about outside interference.
3 minutes remaining.
Outside interference causing the loss. Well, that's a disqualification, and the sheepherders would keep their belts. So even though that is really secondary to what happened with Rose getting really pelted by Miller after he attacked and brutally attacked Williams after he had made that mistake, quote unquote, maybe question mark, of putting Williams out. USA, the crowd that drives this Russian wild. They're trying to get on Volkov's back, and they're doing a pretty good job of it. Trip takedown. Now takes a leg over on that top rope, bottom rope rather. And it was a knee drop across that hamstring. Now a kick to the hamstring. And there's a leg lock trying to turn it over into a half crab. And has it down. Hennessy in trouble now. Sandy Bar right there waiting to tap Volkov should Hennessy submit. And he can't put him away with it. He got a little upset about it. And the crowd getting on him. Volkov probably dropped the match there because he got irritated by the crowd, and he dropped the hold out of his irritation. Hennessy up now, shooting shots to the midsection. Side headlock, he's thrown off, flying tackle, Volkov goes down. Hennessy comes after him again, and this time catches a knee lift. Knee lift to the abdomen. Right after this bout, we'll have a 1-minute message about Great Sports Week in Salem. Hennessy turned over again in the half grab. And you see him reaching behind, grabbing that bottom rope for a little added leverage. Sandy Barr going to try to keep an eye on it now. He's asking Hennessy. And the Russian goes to the ropes and gets caught. Toe hold being worked. Volkov on Hennessy. Hennessy tries to kick him off. Doesn't get it done. Tries it again. Volkov continues. Keep that toe hold. Kicked off and drops it that time. There's the bell. We will have a time limit draw. Time limit draw, and we're going to try to get Sandy Barr up here as quickly as we can before we have our regular interview. He is the man involved with what is going on that we're going to tell you. So, Playboy Buddy Rose.
I am not a traitor, Butch Miller. I made you. I taught you everything you know. I did not teach you everything I know. I do not want to wrestle Butch Miller. I will not wrestle Butch Miller. I will have nothing to do with Butch Miller.
Uh-oh. Well, for a change, Buddy Rose getting it from somebody else. Pardee up, trying to pull him off. Now Mike Hennessy up, trying to help. Rick Hunter coming up to help.
Rose! Owens! Owens! I want Rose! I've never had you for anything in my life, Don Owens! I want Rose more than anything I want in the world! I don't care where I get her! Whether it's Portland, whether it's Salem, Eugene, I just want you, Rose! Owens, you've got to give me Rose!
Don Owens up with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, ever since Buddy Rose and these sheepherds got together, there's been complete turmoil here in this Northwest, and I'm mighty sick of it. I know some of you are. If Butch wants a match with him, I don't care who wins, but you're going to get a match next Saturday night with him.
Next Saturday night. A week from tonight.
Rose, I've had my wish come true. Next Saturday night, baby, you're mine. First of all, I'm going to get rid of that ridiculous wig. Then I'm going to get rid of you out of the Northwest for good. Yes! Rose, I don't care what the main events are in Salem or in Eugene or in any other town, because I'm going to have the main event, and I'm going to be there destroying you.
That's it. Right now, we've got Sandy Barr with us.
You just try it. You just try to do the same thing he did. You just try it. What are you people cheering Butch Miller for? What are you cheering Butch Miller for? I'm a man. I don't want to wrestle him. None of you tell Elton Owens I don't want to wrestle him. I don't want to wrestle him. And Don Owens, next Saturday, wherever it may be, I'm the general, I'm the best, and you're not going to stop me.
Okay, well, a lot of turmoil here, Sandy, and you got a lot of blood on you, but there's a super phenomenon sports going around the country, and it's tough guy fights. And you've got one in Salem Tuesday night at the Armory that should be a dandy. We got a couple posters.
Right. Why there is such a turmoil is because it's furious, fast, 3 2-minute rounds.
Right.
And we got lots of places to buy tickets. Just look in the newspaper down there, the Statesman Journal. And if these guys really are serious about fighting, Buddy has an open contract with the commission in Salem, and if I can get the other contract signed.
Now you're in the Armory on Thursday, so it's the fight night on Tuesday in the Armory Thursday, and you'll. Gentlemen, Frank Bonema here, pleased very much to have you with us and share tonight in what appears to be, and I'm sure will become, a little bit of wrestling history in the Pacific Northwest. Good night, everybody. From the Portland Sports Arena, this has been Portland Wrestling.